wadau venye mnaelewa, kwa every country maombi ni muhimu. Na recently Kenya right now we are in this part whereby tunaform ile team yenye itaenda pale Haiti kusuluhisha migogoro yenye inaendelea huko.
Migogoro
bro, Kiswahili inaingia. So then so our own Mama Rachel Ruto has actually formed a team that is going to pray for those people that are heading to Haiti, which I feel is like a big win, given that as a country we need a lot of prayers right now. And I just wanted to know what my team thinks about that, because I think it's interesting, but at the same time very captivating.
I think there's always a way you can try to find a silver lining though, watu pia wa accept story fulani. Na unaweza wauzia especially Kenya. Hii Kenya walileta Beni hii huko hivi wakapiga magoti pale. Watu walienda hiyo kitu. Sure. Lakini bado mnakataa yule jamaa mwingine wa Shakahola. Aitwa ndio jamaa.
Shakahola.
Mackenzie. Yeah. Si ndio? Yeah. Mackenzie pia watu si watalazimishwa, wao wenyewe walijipeleka. Ni watu wako. Inategemea injili anahubiri. Lakini waseba wanamfuata. So basically in Kenya it's religion is like wewe yako hapo kwa meza pamoja na vitu zingine kama siasa. Ukichanganya vitu na ukichanganya watu unaweka pia maombi hapo ndani. Na mimi ningeulizwa, mimi singetaka kama jamaa waende Haiti, meenda Haiti kufanya nini? Mbona mnaenda kubishana nani? Kuleta peace gani? Sisi tunaingilia wapi? Na kama ni US iko na soldiers wa kutosha, sio hii watume wao.
Injustice anywhere is injustice everywhere.
Sasa US ni wao ndio the superpower. Si ndio? Wacha wetu waende hapa hapa nini? Somalia hapa chini Kongo. Ama hata si Kongo, hapa tu home, hapa kwa Pokot tu hapa Baringo. Waende tu wajazwe huko basi.
But mbona unataka US iende Haiti na US iko na mambo?
Si wao ndio wenye kuna shit yao huko.
Kuna vitu kubwa US inafaa. Haiti ni kitu ndogo yenye Kenya inaenda inafagia tu hivi tunakuja nyumbani.
Na mbona anashinda, lakini my point being I don't think I think the story of prayers tu ni jaribu tu kwenda kusafisha ndio hata pia ikae palatable to the Kenyans. So waweze kwa chini kwenda.
According to you, this is a way they're trying. I mean, they've crafted a way to sell the idea to Kenyans.
Do you think the the second, I don't know, first lady and second lady, do you think their offices are supposed to have any political function? Affiliations they'll have because of course they are. Like, will do those offices have political functions? Then these are one of them. How can you provide a budget for prayers? What do you mean?
Na hatuna budget ya daktari.
Daktari hata achana daktari. Hapa tu barabara za Isili tu, yani zitumike tu vizuri. Hakuna hiyo, hata kota takataka hamna, haitoshangi. Lakini elimwene mkaweka budget ya maombi.
Mamu, what do you think?
Tunapenda maombi. Alafu sasa lakini kuna venye tuna overdo bwana. Serikali na Mama Rachel na overdo maombi.
But if you are sending people to Haiti, look at this condition bro in that place. They need prayers, don't they?
Okay.
I think Mama Rachel is just being a mother.
You need prayers, Katai.
To Kenyans, I mean.
Mnahitaji maombi mkienda mission yenyewe. Ni mzuri, hata mbaya pia mnahitaji maombi, hata wezi uomba, si kweli?
Yeah.
So these people, they have realized that the Kenyans wanapenda kanisa sana. Wanaona watu wanapinga this kitu Haiti, by the majority of the people si wa Kenya wengi wana support because it's none of our business. Kama tumeshindwa na Baringo, ukiangalia Baringo saa hii nimeona someone saying wame capture the bandits, wame capture over 25 schools in that Baringo bandits hapa tu Kenya. Bandits wame capture over 25 schools zimefungwa
barabara ya Moyale.
Look here, ngoja kwanza. Tunasemanga charity begins at home, ndio?
Absolutely.
So if we cannot solve our own internal affairs hapa Kenya, our bandits wametulemea. Cause ni kama wametulemea. Minister of Health, Internal Security Kindiki amekuwa huko. Hakuna for the past 1 year sio Musania amekuwa huko. Hakuna shida amefanya. Sio?
But I want you to think think about it from this end. Yeah, it's one I want to paint to you. Mama Rachel, unaona, ako very discerning of the condition that is ongoing, and I do think that she has the understanding that there is the minister or the cabinet for interior who's supposed to actually focus on whichever matters that are going on in Baringo, right? And the bandits and everything. But then she realizes, much as there is those people that are, much as like that is the case, there is this CS still, anafaa kuwa concerned na the team that is going to be sent to Haiti. Maybe ako busy hapa, so may take initiative as a mother to pray for these young people that are going to Haiti. Okay. So from that aspect, she's just playing a mother role.
Acha nikuulize swali.
Which is, and then it is just prayers.
Umeileta vizuri sana by the way. Like when umeileta. Ndio. Napenda sana. Jana over this week ndio kumekuwa na accident imetokea ya wanafunzi wa KU. They lost some few students ndio. Hatujaona first lady akiita maombi tuende tukawaombe. Tuombe hizo familia. Look here. Ajeta kulikuwa na juzi mlipuko ilitokea somewhere Mbakasi, si ndio? Hatujaona first lady akiitana maombi tuombe.
Naombe kanjo.
Hatujaona akiitana maombi, si kweli? Kumekuwa na bandits Badingo. Shule zimekuwa attacked. Hatujaona akiitana maombi. This mother is so caring that she cares for Haitis more than she cares for us Kenyans.
Well, that's a good one. I love it. So,
nikuuliza tu Shakahola. Shakahola hakutuita tuombe hizo madevils ziishe. Hizo mashetani zimekufa Shakahola.
Huyu jamaa amekuwa church leo.
Hakutuita, lakini saa hii anaona juu Wakenya wataki mambo ya Haiti atuite tuombe. Watu si wajinga bwana.
So is it strategic or she's genuinely being a mother and needs to pray for, finds it reasonable to pray for people going to Haiti?
I think she should have started praying for bandits. Apaju. But this is true. Like, this is very serious.
It is very serious.
Very serious. But in other rumors, which I don't want to be sued. I don't want to be sued. They are unconfirmed. They say if it were not for bandits, nyama Nairobi ingekuwa thao per kg. So there are cartels in between. So we cannot really put a finger
blessing in these guys.
Yeah, we cannot put a finger on what's the problem that they're not solving the bandit issue. Because we saw wakati walileta kule Kisii kwenye walenda Kisii kule Mount Elgon. The army went there. They bombarded the whole forest. And ours were Mount Elgon, they were gone. Yeah, the Sabaot people. Now, the Mungeki people, we cannot actually compare Mungeki with the forces in Haiti. Because Mungeki ilikuwa tu ni mapanga. But somehow, walidid nao hivyo wakamaliza. It would be a shot on the feet if we sent our police to Haiti. Because what I'm saying here is an urban warfare. Kwa sababu hata Israel, they're having it very hard to deal with the Palestinians in Gaza. They're not gaining any shit. What they're doing, they're just bombing everything. But they're not achieving their goal. If they were giving our police some Air Force support, let's send them there. They go stay in a camp. Ndege tu zibom hizo vitu zote huko Haiti. And then they watume. But police will not be a good idea. Because
but now given that it's not a good idea, don't you think the least we can do is just like pray for them?
Come on. So praying for their death. Actually,
no, I'm not.
No, I'm not. You see, praying for them for their death. It's okay that they go die. They go to heaven. But it's not that they are going to find miracles there. God works in miracles, and I believe in God. But you don't.
But that is contradictory of your statement. If you believe God works in miracles and you believe in God, then you do believe that if you prayed for them, God somehow will protect them. Then they will be able to familiar the whole town and Haiti is clean within some few weeks, and Kenyans come back home.
Somebody prayed for water. Kanyunyizia watu wasipige risasi ya mbeberi. And people went and died. People went and died. We have to put faith in a realistic perspective. because we put faith where we don't see answers. There is nothing clear.
See, that is why, that is the definition of faith.
Yes, but here we are seeing what we are going into. Tunaona kabisa tunaingia majamaa wamepewa mizinga kutoka US. Some of them have even sophisticated weapons better than our police. The bandits
it all boils
harass
down.
our police like shit. Na si ati ni military kubwa ya bandits. Just a couple of guys with bunduki na wengine mamishari. So wherever we are sending them to, we are sending them to their death. It's okay, we pray for them. They go die in peace. And then watulete tuziki. But
okay.
I think, having said that, I think the police should be given the right to accept to be chosen to go. Because you don't want to be sent as a police person. Haiti is not our national duty. Police do internal national duties. They don't do international issues. I've never seen police go do international issues. As per the army,
the police
the army they can send them.
The police is a government asset, isn't it?
No, it's a national asset.
But is it a government asset as well?
National asset. It serves us, the population.
It serves the interest of the people of Kenya, right?
But they keep the law and order. They make sure that our constitution and our laws are followed by Kenyans. I don't see where they are going to make sure that our constitution is followed by the Haiti gangs. We don't have any Haiti law. Part of our law is not a Haiti law. They are supposed to govern, to maintain law and order according to our constitution, according to our laws. And
I think you're right about that. And I think it's quite a whole new maybe conversation that we can have then on how then we fit into the whole thing. Why is supposed to go to Haiti, and what interest does Kenya have in Haiti that is sending its people there? I think that is quite but we don't have actually to even talk about it right now, because we'll be shifting from, what we're focusing right now is the prayer issue,
because which I think the money they are going to spend on prayers will come back as money the government is going to be paid for sending our people there. You see, so they're intertwined.
You guys are not seeing
it's okay.
The money coming in for a few guys in government, tuta kick back kwa mama, unajua ulituombea.
So I think Kasum tends to agree.
So praying for sending people to Haiti is good, and praying for them is also good. The Haiti people, I'll just take what the former, is it the government spokesman? That person in charge of me, Alfred Mutua, was saying, the people of Haiti, quote unquote, the people of Haiti are our brothers and sisters. It is not good to see your brother and sister suffering and then you let them suffer.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, sure. You should help your brother and sister.
That is
diplomatic. That is how the Dr. Alfred Mutua said this thing. And I tend to agree with him. Haiti are our brothers and sisters, and we should be able to help our brothers and sisters. You see, now whatever is going on about the prayers. The prayers is a good thing. I mean, prayers work. Prayers have proved to work.
Yeah, sure.
When Benny Hinn came to Kenya,
it rained.
You all saw it.
It rained.
It rained cats and dogs for about, I don't know, it rained for the longest time. Kenya had never.
Hey, man.
Kenya had never had. You see, wait. Kenya had never had like a person coming apart from Prophet Owuor. Like,
and by the Prophet, okay.
We've not had that position where someone coming and then the prayer, and then they pray, and then rain comes for some time, and the rain stays for a while until people start getting cold and fever and all these things that are related to rain. It has not happened like that. So the prayer is a good thing. Let Mama pray for us, and we will say thank you. And let Kenya also send its troops there. You see, Kenya has a pact with the UN. Kenya has a pact with America. America is actually financing this thing, is financing the project the police are going to Haiti. So America is financing it. And
we are going to solve the dollar scarcity issue.
And Kenya will make money out of this thing. What is wrong with you people? Why are you not seeing the good side? Kenya is going to make a lot of money because the US is pumping money into Kenya.
Police officers.
No, the police officers, you guys are not getting it. The police officers are not going to fight. They're just being sent to Haiti. Did you hear someone saying that they're going to fight?
They're just being sent.
The police officers are just being sent to Haiti.
Mm.
Maybe they'll
Whatever
reach
they are
Haiti.
going to do.
Yeah, we have not been told.
But
We have just been told that they are going to Haiti. We have not been told that they are going to fight, or they are going to do this and this and this.
They just go and land and come back. Or even
They are going just to have a camp there and enjoy their time and then come back. Maybe that is what they are going to do. But we have not been told that they are going to fight. So we should remove this perception that they are going to be killed, they are going to come back in body bags. You see, those people are just going to help. You see, maybe when they get there, maybe their work will be now maybe to help people clean water, such things. Help the people with their accessibility, just to small things. Maybe it is not going to be a thing that they are going to hold guns. Those people are not trained to fight like the army men with guns and everything. You see, there's a reason why they didn't send the army. There's a reason they sent the police. And what is the work of the police? The work of the police is to police and maintain law and order. Yes.
Okay, that is a good one from Kasums. And I think we, to a large extent, are in agreement that whichever project that the first lady is partaking is a good project. We are in agreement.
No.
And
You are in agreement.
and if that is the case, then I think the following it should be happening actually. Murkomen, the CS for transport and what? Transport and infrastructure, fill it in. In recent times has been, the talk of the town, given that there's so many accidents that have been happening. People have lost lives and people have lost their loved ones. And at the same time, even Murkomen himself has been involved in like 2 accidents, one air, the second one was road, right? And so we were wondering about that, like, what is really happening in that ministry? Is it that Murkomen is not stepping up to, capacity, or actually is doing everything he can, but at the same time, the kind of, the glitches that he's facing, or the road is just being too bumpy?
I think there are certain factors which are leading into the situation ya barabara inakaa. One, I think for one, vile barabara za Kenya zimejengwa. Small example. Sasa ndo Nyayo imepata stage. Mombasa Road. Sasa ndo Nyayo side ya Mombasa Road, kutoka Mombasa Road kwa naingia tao. Sasa ndo mara ya kwanza imepata stage.
In years.
Stage like unaweza ingia hivi mati ingia hivi ipark ushuke alafu tena mati inarudi toke. For the first time. This is when. Why? Why? So, they do construction of a road, then they come, demolish, those wapitisha stima chini yake, wapitisha maji, alafu tena Safaricom ndio itakuja tena iharibu ipitisha sasa internet. Sawa. Alafu baadaye watu wa Kenya watakuja waseme hapa kuna hii na hii na hii haiko, hizi vitu ziko hapa chini zafaa zisongeshwe kwa sababu kulingana venye hii barabara ilichorwa hii inaingia mahali katika. Kwa hivyo hii waya stima hii yote hii KPLC mungoe hii. My point being that whoever comes up with these things, planning is nowhere. It's like you're supposed to pass power lines, you're supposed to have piping, water, or whatever. You're supposed to have internet, you're supposed to have this. Why not have them all done when you're beginning the whole project? So you get to a road penye unapata barabara, yes, ilijengwa lakini haina footpath. Yeye ilijengwa lakini haina mahali ya pikipiki kupitia. Yeye ilijengwa lakini hakunanga zebra crossing, hakunanga flyover kama Outer Ring. Before they did the corrections walifanya Outer Ring. Outer Ring ilikuwa inaua watu daily. So, na hata sasa kama sasa Eastern Bypass pia same thing pia. Haina flyover. The other
watu wamegonga by the Eastern Bypass basa
na mtotwa mingi. Another thing I can give an example, Juja Road. Juja Road, barabara iko imechorwa ama haijachorwa, lakini sasa there's a part of traffic police. So you have traffic police who they implement the law however they feel like kulingana vile leo wanakaa. They can say leo Juja Road kila mtu anashuka, hii barabara hakuna mtu anaingia, yet iko na nitue, lakini asubuhi kila mtu anashuka hivi, kila mtu, mkokoteni, mtu wa maji, punda, nani, matatu, kila mtu anashuka. Saidi ya kukuja hivi hakuna. One of those days watakupata wewe mwenye ulikuwa na yeye asubuhi akikwambia shuka kwa wrong side, atakushika. Mbona? Kwa traffic lights nini, stuff kaizo. So at the end of the day, I think that whoever is there are different things now that culminate into something that we cannot control where we are right now. So you find like kuna accident imepatikana ni ya mkokoteni. How do you adjudicate with the mkokoteni kwa barabara? Hiyo ni menigonga ama hiyo ndo Kenya mimi nimegonga. Tuna deal nayo aje? Sheria gani iko hapo ya kusema mwenye ta deal nayo? Hakuna. Sure. So if we cannot be complaining at the same time pia kuna other agencies wenye wanafaa kuwa na enforce the law when you enforce pia. I think also pia drivers na venye watu wanafanya. It's a tendency. So unless that is changed, then I think everything else just remains the story.
Na agree na Robin. Na kwanza I can say that nchi yetu, the soul of this nation is rotten. We don't have a country here, bwana.
We don't have a country.
Because look at we don't have. We need to re-examine ourselves as people, as the leadership of the country, because look at the projects. Most of the projects done by the government, they are either political or vendor-driven. There are no feasibility studies done to ascertain if this project will work or the people need it. You know, utakuja ujenge barabara mahali tu uweke tu lami, aujaangalia pali stage inafaa iwekwe, ujaangalia pali drainage inafaa iwekwe, ujaangalia venye electricity inafaa ipite, ujaangalia venye footpath inawekwa. Kwanza Kenya hakunanga hata atufikiriangi mambo ya wananchi, mambo ya watu pedestrians. Na the majority of the road users ni watu wa mguu. Majority now ndio wanafaa kuwa the first thing to prioritize. I think hata kama sijafanya engineering kwa basic
so guys, hizi what you are saying saizi tukitoka kwa hii barabara tuanze kuangalia kwenda tao watu wanatembea kwenda tao ni wengi kuliko gari za zinaenda hivi. Wallahi uongo bwana,
si uongo gani?
Watu wageni wanatembea kwenda tao,
not tao. Unajua utatembea kutoka from one point to another mji nini bwana, angalia huyu jamaa.
No, unajua
huyu jamaa analipa no, ni ukweli. Watu wengi wenye wanatumia barabara mguu ama watu wa nduthi na baiskeli ndio wengi kuliko watu wa magari.
Okay, yeah, that's new. I mean,
not new.
Yeah,
to him.
To
okay.
So unaona nimesema projects zetu they are either vendor driven ama political. They are nothing pro citizen and that's why we get it wrong. Ndio maana accidents zazidi ku juu unaona kama okay, wewe ni mbogi yangu si ndio? Mimi niko kwa position nakwambia okay, najua tunafaa tusukume ka tender mahali ka project mahali tukule pesa. Wewe nitafutie tu tafutia ka project mahali ukasukume. Kuna barabara mahali wewe tuweke hiyo barabara, wewe kula yako twende tu ujali bora lami imewekwa expressway. By that was how it was conceived. Walienda China kuomba pesa wakanyimwa SGR lakini wakakuja na idea lakini tunaweza jenga expressway. Tunaweza jenga expressway na ikajengwa within a few hours, waka-agree na pesa ikatoka. Hawakufanya any feasibility study waone if we need this project really.
Why don't you think we needed it? Ya kitambo sana.
But hakukuwa na feasibility study ya during that time when you implement.
During implementation. During the start of it.
So unaona mambo ya accident na pia the culture of the people. Unapata watu wadogo hata wafuatangi sheria za nini za barabara. jamaa tu anakuja tu anapita. Hata ukipata kwa traffic lights wakati magari zimesimama, yeye tu nikipita tu, yeye atumiangi traffic light. Yes, sijui kama ni special, anakuja tu anapita.
But maybe wanafuata politicians. Politicians pia wanafanyanga hizo maneno.
Ndio maana
unapatanga politician anaona tu hii kari zi tunafaa kuenda hivi, yeye unapata ndo kukaa narudi hii side.
Ndio maana niliwaambia the soul of this country is rotten.
No wonder we need more prayers. Na Murkomen anafanya kazi.
Murkomen was one of my
classmates.
No. He's a person I looked up and had so much expectation from as a youth, because he's one of the youngest ministers. But ukiangalia Kenya amesema na Kenya anafanya, I think what he's doing the best is gaining weight, because this guy now is chubby, but he promised cameras. There are no cameras. This guy is doing a lot of PR and firing people, shuffling people, and I don't want to be tribal. I don't want to be tribal. But if you see most of the people who are working in the interior, the transport and infrastructure, the promotions have gone to his people. Most of those promotions, starting with the port for Mombasa. But there's so much that he's doing. He's doing so much. But I expected that by the end of this 1 year, the 10,000 cameras he said he's going to install on our roads are going to be there. The traffic police, our traffic lights are working, and they do work very well. Go to town on Sunday, on a day like today, Sunday. There are no jams because the traffic lights are working. Go to town when the traffic police are not there and the traffic lights are working. There are no jams. All these jams you see are artificially made jams by police on our road, so that they have the time to collect their money, they have the time to harass people, they have the time to get other people impatient so that they break the law. But if Murkomen was serious about he said that he's going to implement 10,000 cameras, and then you break a traffic law, you're seen on camera, you're pursued, you individually, unalipa fine online, unafikishwa kotini if need be. Corruption ya polisi inaanzia kwa traffic lights, na traffic lights ndio wanafanyanga corruption hii ingine pia iendelee, because these people have money every day. And traffic people are the most rich people. The traffic police guys are the wealthiest. Mtu ana mshahara less than 50,000 but ako worth of 100 million. At what point did he get 100 million shillings?
They are entrepreneurial maybe. Wameshinda kwa barabara, wameona mengi, so wanajua kuinvest.
Wakajiona na wanabiashara hapo kwa barabara.
And they just know. So let's not always blame them.
It's okay.
Yeah, it's good to think outside the box.
So
yeah, I mean, the traffic police, what do you expect?
Yeah. The thing is Murkomen, the backfalls on Murkomen, whatever failures we're getting right now, it starts with Murkomen. Arudi gym kitu ya kwanza, apunguze makai na utambi kidogo, alale kazini. President alisema watu alale kazini, alale kazini, yeye alale kwa barabara, enda hivi, aingie airport,
make sure mambo iko sawa,
make sure mambo iko poa.
So this problem you are facing currently can be solved.
It can be solved. And na shida accident, pia tunafaa to entrench in our education about the traffic laws and signage na nini, because mimi actually ukiuliza watu wengi, they only know how to read the zebra crossing. Wanajua hapo ukipita gari yezi kugonga. If that is the most basic Kenyans know, let's select them everywhere. Zebra crossing, right? Atufai kukua tuko na tunatumia pesa nyingi kutengeneza ma footbridge whereas everyone knows about the zebra crossing.
Sasa hii Mombasa Road hiyo yenye students walifariki pale Mombasa tunaita zebra crossing bro. You know that's a highway.
No, I'm just talking about actually pedestrian death.
Oh yeah.
Right? And then he should learn from Mishuki. Mishuki streamlined the transport industry. Sababu ali make sure all laws are followed. Arudishe tu hizo sheria na akuwe tu strict. Aseme basi kama ya shule inafaa kukua under 80 kilometers per hour. Haingeenda kunini? Kutana. Bro, they say at 80 kilometers per hour ukipiga brake aje, haiwezi leta more damage kama ukiwa maybe 100 kilometers per hour, 120.
Could have been something else.
Look at during Mishuki, when that law was really being implemented, look at the rate of death or road accidents and compare it now. Zilikuwa ndio, but hatukuwa tunafikisha 600 death a year hiyo wakati wa Mishuki. Right now we are hitting 1800, 3000.
Nasema watu walikuwa wengi.
Sai watu ni
Population was
ndio barabara watu ni wengi.
Kila mtu ako na gari.
Ndio, na vile wako na gari wengi ndio wako reckless. But kama hawangekuwa reckless, tungekuwa bado tu within the range hapo. Yeah? I'm not saying that kufa kidogo ni vizuri. Hata hiyo kufa kidogo si vizuri. But did you know like places like Paris, if you break a traffic law within a city, your license is banned for 3 years. Unaona? So these strict laws unaondoa hao ma reckless driver by force. Unajua mimi license yako ikikuwa banned for 3 years na kazi yangu ni dereva, ndatoa wapi job? You have to be disciplined. Yeah. Because watu wengi wenye wako kwa hiyo road na wenye wana cause hizi accidents ni madereva wa kuandikwa.
There is recklessness on the roads, which means then Murkomen should have realized that somehow and then kind of banned all that, their licenses and stuff. And then it means there can be a solution to it. Yeah. So what do you think, Sons?
First of all, I'll pass my condolences to the families of the students that passed on in the accident involving the KU bus, that trailer. So my condolences. First of all, it is not something easy losing more than 10 people. The thing about our roads, there has been a problem in our roads, that we must agree, because number one, there are major roads, the major roads that we are having. I am really advocating, I have been advocating, and I'm really still advocating for our roads. The person in charge of the roads should make it clear that these roads, all the major roads should be a dual carriageway at least. For that, I think even that accident could not have happened. If the road could have been a dual carriageway, I mean, the idea of overtaking and someone coming, it could not have been happening. It could not have happened. And then Mombasa to Nairobi should have been a dual carriageway a long time ago. Mombasa to all the way to Malaba, through Kisumu, Eldoret, and all those areas, Busia. All those roads should be dual carriageway. These are the things that should have happened, that should have been the things to be first of all being implemented. However long it might take for the Mombasa to Nairobi road to be dual carriageway, it's something that should be planned as of now for us to avoid such cases. Because most of the cases that we are having on our roads right now are cases that are happening on the highways. It's always Mombasa, Nairobi, Nairobi, Kisumu, Nairobi, Nakuru, Nairobi, Eldoret, and this other one, I think the is it the one to Meru where there's car?
No, Meru they don't have accidents. There are no roads there. People don't travel.
There's another one which there's a kanini. There's a river. There's a river which vehicles almost always get into that river. Nidhi, yeah, that area. It became a dual carriageway, and I think that is one of the issues that should be advocated to help in this case, in these cases of the accident. Number one, it should be about dual carriageways. Number two, let us also have an implementation of these other forms of transport. I mean, you can't really right now. There's a train station all the way from Nairobi to Eldoret, but you can't travel to Eldoret via train. Because it is only goods that are there. Are no trains for people. There's only trains for goods and parcels. You see, from Nairobi to Eldoret. No, there's Kisumu. Yes, I agree. But from Nairobi to places like Eldoret, we've been having that railway all the way to Eldoret, all the way to Malaba through Eldoret, and there's another one all the way to Busia through Kisumu. So the one through to Kisumu is functional, but the one to Eldoret Malaba all the way is not really functional. You see, such things to reduce the number of vehicles we are having on our roads. Then number three, there is need for public transport to be checked upon, because for the many years that we have had, the many cases that have been there, it's because of public transport. And if public transport could have been made in a way that first of all, the rules are implemented, because I think the other time we discussed about the Sambaza thing, where the vehicle is already full, but they still want to fix people into those seats. I mean, such cases should not be something to talk about, because now, for example, if God forbid, but if an accident happens, and in a vehicle that's supposed to be carrying 14 people has carried up to 18 or maybe 20 people, you see, now a lot of people are going to die.
Is it the extra 4 that led to that accident?
No, they're not the ones that led to that accident, but the level of fatality that is going to be there will be more worse. It will be worse compared to if it could have been 14 people, because for 18 to 20 people in a small vehicle, apart from, yes, there's also that bit of insurance, but for 18 to 20 or more in a small vehicle, I mean, you are assured that there's going to be a lot of fatality. People are going to fall over, trip over and everything, and whenever maybe that vehicle, a lot of people will die, in short, if it happens in such a way. So I think those are the areas that should be measured on. And then the last bit now about still on transport. I mean, this problem, I don't know if it's going to happen again, but we've had this problem for the longest time. I mean, how can our airport, of all places, lose electricity? It happened once, it has happened twice. I think it has happened thrice. 3 times in a row, where we are having our airport not having power, not having electricity. I mean, those are the issues that should be taken care of, so that our transport industry becomes streamlined to the best possible. But I also commend what the transport CS has done by reintroducing the NTSA back to the roads. I think with that, we will the issue about the lots of corruption where people overloading is happening and everything. I think it might be taken care of with the re-emergence of the NTSA, where NTSA now is going to overlook such things. So yeah,
that's a great one. I think that now brings us to the end or closure of this session, and it's been amazing. We just want and hope that we can interact more on the comment section. Please always leave us a comment. Let us know what you're thinking. I mean, what is or your opinion that marries with what the panelists have said, and that differs. And at the same time, remember to subscribe to Young Mindset podcast. Remember, the subscription button is always red in color, so just hit it hard, turn on the notification bell, and of course, we'll see you next time. Much love from Young Mindset
adios.
podcast. Adios, muchachos.